3, 2, 1, what's happening? Welcome to yet another
There's no clap. Hello, clap, bro.
Clapman. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Thank you. That's why I can't perform. People must clap for me.
Exactly.
Okay, lekker. Welcome to another exciting episode of Non-Traveling Reserves, proudly powered by
Betkoza.
I love our autumn colors.
Yes. We're
Looking
matching
nice.
a bit with our style. Lekker. Jeans.
You're the stylish one. I struggle with everyday style.
No, I don't say that. I feel like your style is quite good. You're solid, bro.
It's
You're
good.
solid.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Nice socks on today.
No, these are my
Warm socks.
warm socks. I bought this when I went to Sweden like 10 years ago.
Oh, wow. I bought this on the parade last week. 2 different pairs, but it's fine. It keeps me warm, Carl.
Lekker.
You want to brag? So I'm going to brag. You know why I'm going to brag? Because I know you've been traveling.
Yeah.
As a non-traveling reserve, how did you find that?
As a non-traveling reserve, traveling was a bit tough.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not ready for this quiz, but I'm going to give it a bash nonetheless.
Okay, so look, it's the big headlines over the past week in the sporting world. I'm going to give you maybe more than 10. I'm going to try to keep it as tight as possible.
Let's see where
Are
I'm
you ready?
at. Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. UEFA Champions League Final, Inter Milan, Manchester City. When last did Inter feature in the UEFA Champions League Final?
2010.
How many Champions League finals does City have?
This will be their second one.
Wade van Niekerk won gold in Jamaica. What was his time?
44.27.
Spanish Grand Prix. Name me the top 3 on the podium.
Oh, it was Verstappen, Lewis, Hamilton, and George Russell.
Desiree Ellis named the Banyana Prelim World Cup squad. What's the date of the FIFA Women's World Cup and where?
I don't know. Australia?
Okay, is that it? No
Yeah.
date?
No date.
Netball World Cup Trophy Tour is happening in SA. What's the date and venue of the World Cup netball?
Oh, the venue's here in Cape Town, but I don't know the date. It's in July, though. The World Cup's in July.
Who scored in the final game for Real Madrid after 14 years at the club?
Karim Benzema.
Who's the superstar who scored 98 not out for South Africa A?
Dewald Brevis.
French Open, current men's world number 1 tennis player.
Novak Djokovic.
French Open, defending women's champion.
Isn't that the young Spanish Alcaraz?
That's in the men's
Yeah.
department. He's world number 1.
Yeah.
Defending ladies champ, I said.
Is it Ons Jabeur?
She's Tunisia. It's Iga Swiatek.
Okay.
And then for final one.
Yes.
For final one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Who's your favorite Pat cricketer from retreat?
That's
me.
Evan
That's me,
Evan
Carl Lewis.
Jacobs.
It's me, Carl Lewis. It's me.
Dylan Oliver.
Thank you. I know that was more than a minute, but it's fine. I missed you. We can do it.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we forgot. We missed last week.
Yes.
So, yeah, flip. I forget about it. Good to be back. Champions League Final this week.
My word.
That's our focus. How are you feeling about it?
Ooh, I'm excited. Honestly, I really want Manchester City to win. I tell you why. It's been the elusive trophy for Pep Guardiola. Like you said in the quiz, their second final, and the script has been written. They win the Premier League after Arsenal's been holding top spot for a while. Then they win the FA Cup in a historic match where it's the first time 2 Manchester sides meet in the final. And I think it's a great swan song. I'm just throwing it out there, maybe for him to say, cheers, it's been great, City. I'm going to leave you with a treble, doing what United did in 99.
Not to bring it to be negative straight away. Durant is also here and he's a City supporter, but I am loving watching the City side. But at the backdrop to all of this is still over 100 charges
Yes,
pending
I was gonna
from the
say.
Premier League investigation.
Don't you love how Twitter has been bringing that up all the time?
Yes. And look, I won't take anything away from Guardiola because he's a special manager. So we've spoken about it. We want Guardiola to win a Champions League without Messi and Barcelona. But they happen to be playing against the one team that I actually do support across Europe.
And you love Inzaghi?
Yeah, I would say I like Inzaghi.
Okay.
I like Inzaghi. You know, Inter's my team, 2010 in the quiz now. That was their last finals appearance. They've been up and down in Serie A. I think they're third at the moment.
Yeah, they finished third.
But their Champions League performances have been so good. They've been really excellent in the Champions League. On top of that, they've won the Coppa Italia.
Yeah.
And if you look at their record against the big teams in Serie A, they're actually very good. They've been struggling against the Monzas, the Cremoneses of the world. So their big game, in big games this season, they've shown up.
Okay.
And they play interesting 3-5-2. Obviously, Lautaro Martinez and interchange between Dzeko and Lukaku up front. They're dangerous. But my personal favorite, well, I wouldn't say it's my personal favorite
You
player.
just said it's your personal favorite. Don't go back on your own word.
I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to say the key man, my personal favorite key man for Inter, Nicola Barella.
Why?
How Rodri and Gundogan handle him will be important. Why? He's just this energetic box-to-box midfielder. He can score goals. He can get stuck in. He's definitely someone I would spend 70 million, 80 million pounds on. He's a quality player. I'd say he's Inter's best player.
Do you think because City haven't played much against Italian sides that they're a bit of a good dark horse going in? And Pep hasn't.
I feel like this Manchester City side is like they're playing so well. They're in such a good moment. I feel like they almost not on cruise control, but they seem so very locked in.
Yes.
Like there was a bit of stress in the last few minutes against FA Cup. But for the most part, they were the better team.
Yeah.
And you've seen their run in the Premier League. It's hard for me, and the bookies agree, to see how Inter wins this.
Yeah. What are the bookies saying?
Well, the last I checked on BetCoza, Manchester City was 1.46 to win. That's like, you bet 100 rand, you'll get 46 rand back.
Okay.
Inter's 6.75 to win.
Bet for Inter.
So, the value's there.
Yes.
So, and you can understand, it's like, how does a third place side in Italy, how do you see them beating not only the best side in England, but potentially the best club in the world at the moment?
And the consistency in their football. Like you said, where's the leaks? There's no leaks. Like, who's their key players? Everyone.
Yeah. And that's a good thing. I think one of the, you talk about their key players, everyone. One of the good things about this run in comparison to other times Guardiola has had in a final, they always talk about how he overthinks, he makes changes.
Yes.
But over the last few months, he's really settled in on a starting 11.
On the long game.
And they settled, man.
Yes.
And you can see that in their play.
It's like he's chasing. It's like, what's the long-term game for the next 6 months? Consistency. I'm going to give you the same moves. And if the same moves work, I'm be dating you. I'm going to marry you. We're going to have 5 children. We're going to name them Dzeko, Gundogan, Penny McCarthy, and Penny McCarthy.
Dzeko actually played for Manchester City. He's underrated spell there. But City, the team that they have this season, especially in the last few months with John Stones stepping out into midfield, really advanced. He's a centre-back, but technically, if you look at his heat map, he's playing as a defensive midfielder and sometimes pushing forward. And he has the passing range to do that. So what Pep Guardiola does with these teams are so interesting,
Who's been great for you to see flourish over this past season, and with that, your favorite players for City?
That's a good question. I love Gundogan. I
love his surname.
Yeah,
just sounds great.
I feel like he's a good player. Their defense has been really impressive. Ruben Diaz at centre back. Kyle Walker, obviously, his pace is sensational. He's a really top player. But Manuel Akanji, who's playing at left back, is actually a centre back now. They picked him up for 18 million pounds. That's cheap. We know our City doesn't mind paying.
It's a 5-litre oil. Yeah, it's in the fridge.
Exactly. So I think he's really impressed me this season. And it's hard to look past Erling Haaland.
100%.
He's just, like you said, everyone's a key player. Kevin De Bruyne has also been superb this season. Haaland, how he goes against this rugged Inter side, Fernando Acerbi, he's kind of getting on in age. I never thought he would have been playing in a final. Now he's up against this young gun, Haaland. I'd like to see how that battle goes.
Magnesium tablets. That's where you must double up on magnesium tablets. Where's the cracks in Inter's game that City's going to exploit?
So Inter play 3-5-2. They're one of the few sides in European football, in top flight European football, that play 2 strikers. So
sure, double F soccer.
Yes,
William Herbert here.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, can they manage City in the midfield? Because usually Brozovic would be defensive midfielder, but he's now not as favoured. They've started playing Barella, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and Henrik Mkhitaryan. Now you associate those 3 with attacking more, but they're playing the Turkish guy Çalhanoğlu a bit deeper, to help with the passing, and it has helped. And then we cannot forget about their wing backs. DeMarco, their left wing back, has been superb this season. And then Denzel Dumfries, he's up and down, but his pace is exhilarating. He is so quick. And, they expected to to control the touchline completely. There's a lot asked of those two. And they like to play from the back, but City's press is just scary.
Fire.
So I'm wondering if they just hit long balls, if they try and beat their press, hit long balls to Dzeko.
Yes.
And
Sorry, I'm laughing when you say long balls. You're just gonna see Haaland flying in like a
Yeah.
eight-legged horse ghost just there. How does he move like that?
yeah, nice.
Tall, long.
He's a phenomenal athlete. Let's say, should we have some score predictions?
Yeah. City to win 4-2. Let's throw in 6 goals. A great final.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2-2 at halftime.
I say City. City 2-1.
Okay.
2-1 to win. City 2-1 to win.
Okay.
Relative.
I'm
comfort,
going with goals.
I think it's the game is gonna pick up in the second half.
Okay. So I got 2-2 at second half and then 4-2. I love our predictions because it was very wrong with the other sports.
Yeah. Although my bet for Munster worked, I said Munster plus 5.5.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm gonna.
my bet, and I know this is true, for those of you that don't know, I actually commed with Pep Guardiola's management team, and he is signing with Retreat Sunday League for in 2028.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're giving him a 5-year hiatus,
Okay.
and he's going to be at LMB Drive on the 5th of Jan. He's starting.
I'm sure he's excited for the challenge.
Soccer in summer.
Lekker.
Yeah, giving back to the kids. He actually got a Los Lighty there in the area. Before he was famous, man. I'm joking.
Well, he's famous for his like expeditions. Like he's played in like Mexico.
Yes.
He played in Italy.
He could become, imagine.
Like these for one season. You
Yeah.
know, he loves it. He took time out in New York.
Yes.
So it could be true. Allegedly. It could be true.
Allegedly. Okay, that's a wrap of our UEFA Champions League preview. Manchester City up against Inter Milan. Drop us your comments. Get involved. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for being lekker and just loving non-traveling reserves. Proudly powered by Betco's. You guys are lekker, man.